Hey everyone, welcome to another new series. It's Spyro. As you can see, I'm on a new save file, so let's break right into it. So I wanted to play another game kind of to completion that I knew more or less inside and out. Also, I'm sorry, I'm going to adjust my mic real quick. It's going to be loud, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I wanted to find another game that I was very familiar with. And this fit the bill, obviously, because I grew up with it and I've played it multiple times. Now, to the person who is going, why play remake? Why not play original? I have played the original on this channel. You can go watch the entire series. So I was like, this is basically an excuse. If I play this, then I can kind of get away with it, with the repeat and stuff. Plus, I didn't really play too much of this one on stream. I played the first two and gave my live reactions, but I think I only streamed like a couple levels from Year of the Dragon. I did go on to Platinum it. I think the game's fine. It's just, I don't know. The new style is okay, but like the old style is so ingrained into my head with the old voices that it's a little rough sometimes.
Get her! Stop her!
I mean, it does look better. I mean, you can't get around that. I don't know. I feel like it's missing some of Insomniac's original charm. But, so, like, I would rate this lower than the original Year of the Dragon, but I'd also fully admit that there's probably some nostalgia goggles there.
Capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
I think something that bothers me about this game, including the original game, is that you never get to visit her throne room, which seems like a weird opportunity for me. Or it seems weird because I feel like you'd have the throne room at the back of, or you'd put the entrance to her boss battle like at the back of the throne room or something.
Wolves came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs.
You're not
Too heavy to carry back.
Cindy from Jimmy Neutron.
World, the Forgotten Realms. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes. Yeah, come on, let's go! Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance. You got it!
So I think it's been a year, maybe 2 years since I played in this game. I don't actually remember. I can check. Let's see. I can actually check from this menu. Party like it's 2024. Ah, because it was originally said party like it's 2004. Yeah, it's been almost 2 years. Wow, I can't believe it's been. Oh fuck, dude, all of 2020 and most of 2019 have been a fucking blur for me. A good blur. Like, you know, my life has significantly improved over these 2 years. You know, regardless of the pandemic. But, oh, I gotta do this real quick. I will let this game do a lot of its own shit. But, like, I need that original soundtrack in my veins. It's so good. Even though they got the same dude to do it again, it's just like, the old version's just so clean. Also, not having anything in this water seems stupid, but okay. Oh man, I gotta be honest, like, I kind of like lazily was like, what's a game I know really well? What's a game that'll be a good replacement for Jak and Daxter, since I think that's gonna be the first series where I run out of videos. And then I was like, I'll do Spyro, I haven't done that in a while. And like, now that I'm actually playing it, I'm like, ah shit, I missed this. I actually really want to do this. It's just so wholesome. Not wholesome, it's, I don't know. Pleasant is the right word? I'm just enjoying my time. Let's see. So, like I brought this up when I streamed the original, Spyro the Dragon. Which, Spyro and Ripto I knew very little of. It's this game that I played over and over.
Hi, Spyro.
Alright, leave me alone. But it's the weird thing about adding all the extra textures, like having all the like individual graphs and stuff, is that it kind of obscures the gems a little bit.
You're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, dragon. If you know what's
Bianca, why is there
turn
always
around and
shadow
go
on your
back to
face
that hole you
despite
came
the angle that your
Those
head
eggs
keeps
belong
moving?
to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs, our expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them back. Do I make myself clear? If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me.
Oh, there's something they added for the remake. Bianca's got a little thigh window. It's weird. What was I gonna say? So the other thing about this game that I think is super weird is the way they oh, my brain, hold on, give me a second. I'm rebooting. Boom, 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 boom. So like it made sense in the original game where you would find dragons, they would be like on the big pedestals, you'd run up to them, they'd shatter, and you'd free them, and it'd be a whole thing. In this one, it doesn't make as much sense that some challenges reward you with eggs, because then you have people like Hunter who are just chilling, holding on to eggs, and you're like, hey man, I kind of need those. It's weird that you withheld them until I did a certain jump. I think they might have rectified that in this one. I think they might have made Hunter's dialogue a little bit better. But he comes back and he does that consistently, and I'm just like, dude, I know for a fact you're holding on these eggs just to get me to play with you, and I don't know how I feel about that. You need to grow the fuck up, dude. We gotta save these children. Save these babies. If I sound less than enthused...
Okay.
Oh, wait. No. What did I just do? Camera... camera active, motion blur... Let's turn motion blur off. Yeah, that should be fine. What was I gonna say? Oh, man, also having this on the right stick. So good. Actually, I think the original game used the right stick. Just games that just put the camera on the L and R button instead of the right stick just eat my ass. Just not a big fan. Liam O'Brien? What? No, definitely not Liam O'Brien. Ugh, what was that sound effect? Let me push some. So yeah, I was gonna say, if I sound less than enthused, it's because it's 9 in the morning. I platinumed Dark Souls at 3 a.m. last night. Also, going directly from Dark Souls to Spyro the Dragon. Truly, I am an enigma. Yeah, I platinumed Dark Souls at 3 a.m. last night, which on PS3, which was, I don't know, I feel pretty empty about that one. Platinums give me different feelings of accomplishment, and the Dark Souls one just made me feel empty. It's like it's over, thank God. There's no celebration, no fanfare, just acceptance. I literally took the disc and I went outside to my roommate who was currently playing Dark Souls 3 on PS4, and I was like, take this, I don't want it anymore. I just gave him the disc, and I was like, I have no use for this anymore. He's like, okay. It's like, it's just, I don't want to ever see it again. Never. I never want to see that game again. Never. Never ever. Never. Of course not. That being said, if I do play Dark Souls on PS4, I should do it soon. Well, I still have all of this Dark Souls knowledge in my brain. So I should mention, that's the reason I went back and played it, is that it had occurred to me that after streaming the entire game the first time, and it was one of my more successful streams I've ever done on the channel, had pretty consistently good views, and I think it brought a lot of people to the channel who were then disappointed to find out I was not a Dark Souls streamer. You can still watch that. That entire playlist is has all those streams. But then, for those that don't know, when I was doing my New Game Plus run, my my save got corrupted, and then Bruce Green, definitely Bruce Green. My save got corrupted, and it was like my disc or something. So like I couldn't even start a new game. And that obviously made me just immediately go, well, we're done here. But then the trophies for Dark Souls have sat at like 70% for a few years now. And I was just like, you know, I wish it wasn't. I wish it was just completed. And so I went back to my file and I was like, I can't really track what I have here, because one of the hardest trophies in that game is Knight's Honor, which is to have every single unique weapon. So that doesn't mean like every single weapon, it just means every weapon that's like one of a kind. So like it was dropped, you can't buy it, it was dropped in certain places, something like that. I don't know if it's all the one of a kind ones. There's some that it skips, but regardless, I needed all of them, and that's a hard trophy because there are boss weapons where you get basically when you beat certain bosses, they drop their soul. So like the Iron Golem's soul or Sif's soul, and they only drop them once because bosses die like when they're defeated. So like you don't refight them in a playthrough. So you have to do multiple playthroughs to make sure you get them, because each soul, or most of the souls, have multiple weapons. Sif, who's the big wolf one, actually has 3 weapons they have to make with his souls. So you have to technically play the game. You have to start 3 playthroughs. But it's like, because I was on like a New Game Plus in like the file that I did manage to find from the stream, I was like, I don't know what any of this is. The other thing is I had to collect all the spells, and based on some of the stuff I did in my stream playthrough when I didn't know the game as well, I kind of fucked myself a little bit because I like defeated certain people or like didn't play perfectly. So I had to I basically just started a brand new game, and then I was just, which I wasn't super excited about, but I did know where everything was, which definitely helped. So like I knew, and I was following a trophy guide on PSN Profiles, which basically it didn't give you like a step-by-step guide. It was just like, okay, this assumes you've played the game before. I'll give you some like tips and tricks, like if there's a shortcut or something, and I'll tell you where the important items you need for the trophies are in each area. But it wasn't like a super in-depth walkthrough, which I actually appreciated. I don't know if it would be super first-time player friendly, but as someone coming back to the game, it was actually just what I needed. Also, that didn't exist before, so when I played the game on originally on PS3 and looked at trophy guides, they were not that fleshed out. The only reason that guide exists is because Dark Souls Remastered came out, and it does, a lot of the info applies to both of the games. So that was pretty fucking handy. I think that was actually instrumental in me getting the platinum. I don't think I would have if I didn't. Also, remember Moneybags the Slave Trader? I don't like his voice as much. They did their best, which is fine, but it's just not for me.
I hope you appreciate this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad they fleshed that cutscene out. I do think there's some
I reckon
humor
you could be one of them dragons, then.
about him just getting kicked off
Name's
screen.
Spyro. Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know? Then all of a sudden you left. Poof.
Dragons used to live here?
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
Yeah, this last
they
time this
just
door in the basement was opened.
Yeah.
Oh, different game.
And the
Hold on.
weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out of the wazoo. Flying ships, singing forests, wishing stones, you name it. But when the dragons left, it all just dried up.
Is that why some of the portals don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one. Well, I gotta get back home
So,
and do some
my question about the
info.
geography
Come visit
for the
anytime you
Spyro
like.
universe is, the portals are nice. They're handy little teleporters. Can you get to these areas without the portals? Do these areas connect? Or are they all like separate, like little pocket dimensions? These are the questions we need to ask in my Spyro run. God, I wish they just did an update. I hate it. I hate it so much. They took away one of the most fun things from this game, which is all of the gems flying across the screen. It makes more sense now. Now that you're on PS4, like, you can actually handle more objects on the screen. Like, just... Oh.
Thanks again, Spyro.
It just
Now
bothers
I have
me.
to find out what that
It's also weird to me that they gave Sheila hair and a shirt, but they didn't give her pants.
It's okay though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever
I don't
plan
like
to
these guys
take them
anymore
back.
as much because they're not as blocky. And their face doesn't look as fucking stupid, which is part of their charm. It is, yeah, the more I play through it, the more... So I should mention, this is a good remake. Like, the graphics visually are fantastic, and they maintained all of the, gameplay from the original game, and they definitely fixed some things, like the fact that you can now just, like... Well, I don't know how I feel about this. I think it's... what button is it? I don't think I have to unlock it. I don't remember what button it is, but, oh, it's... I think it's... Yeah, I think it's L3 and R3. No, it's just L. Oh yeah, it's just L. Where it'll point you to the nearest gem. The fact that they added that to the first two games is great. The fact that they added it to the third game, but even though the third game already had it, is a little weird. But like, there's plenty of quality of life changes, and it's actually a really good way for people to get into the series. Is this remastered collection or remake collection? So I want to make that clear. I'm very glad this game exists, and I even enjoy it. That being said, my nostalgia is very hardcore. And that's why, whenever you see me talk to people about, like, well, I hate nostalgia, I hate my own nostalgia as well. Because it makes me nitpick this shit. Instead of just enjoying it. Red like roses. Okay. But yeah, if you've never played these games, honestly, if you see this collection go on sale for like, oh shit. If you see this collection go on sale for 20 or lower, let's fucking snatch it. 3 really good games for 20 bucks is a steal. It also is part of a forgotten era of collectathon platformers like Mario 64, Jak and Daxter, Banjo-Kazooie, even Sly to an extent. Like, they just don't really make games like this anymore. Which is, I hate that fucking statement. Like, whenever people say, like, this game would never get made, or they don't make these games, like, usually they're full of shit. I do think that platformers kind of went the way of the wayside. The only modern series that still does this, and it's not quite the same, but it still does this, is Ratchet & Clank, who, the devs of Spyro 1, 2, and 3 actually went and started making Ratchet & Clank, so that's why they're so similar. Same dudes. I'm very happy they did that. Speaking of, there's a new Ratchet & Clank game coming out for PS5, which is awesome. But I didn't watch the Gamescom trailer yet, which I really should get on. It came out while I was in the middle of work. I had a really long work day that day too. I had meetings from 10 a.m. to basically 6. And then at 6, even though I got off my computer, I was messaged by one of the teams I work with, and they were just like, hey, we were wondering, do you know how to help with this player? And I was like, oh, leave me alone.
Smash it on Billy's house, okay? I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
That was actually pretty well delivered. I'll give them credit there. Interesting. Some of the lines are, I don't know. So, one of my bigger complaints for this game is that the voice delivery doesn't quite feel the same. And I wouldn't even say it's so much better. It was just the original was so hammy, but like in a good way, if that makes sense. It was just so over the top. I mean, these people deliver it like, you know, actual conversational stuff, which makes sense. But it's just like, I can't get out of... I can't get out of my head that, the original voices for some of this stuff. And I don't want to. I would love to, like, compare the two games side by side. I actually thought about it. I thought about trying to make some sort of comparison video. But then I was like, I'm sure people have made those. I don't need to add to that. Shit. Oh, I just realized he's wearing a hockey jersey. That's really funny. See, there's some shit like that where they just give more detail, where previously it was just a fucking moose. That I think works really well. Alright. For those who aren't familiar with the game, so there's 2 collectibles. You get all the eggs, which you get for doing various challenges and checkpoints throughout levels and stuff like that. That's your macro collectible. That's the one where there's like 151 of them. You have to collect all of them. You need them because that's the main objective of the game. Then there's the gems, which are your micro collectible, where there's a lot more, but you need them for various parts of the game, like usually with money bags, and just something else to collect. And they're everywhere. Is this you a thing? You are a thing. That's weird. And I will be trying to 100% bolt of them, not because I have to, but because it's just out of instinct at this point. It's just what I do. One of my favorite moments was I showed, or I texted a picture of a spreadsheet I was working on for Dark Souls. I literally I just googled the spreadsheet for the Dark Souls weapons to help me keep track of them. And of course I found them. That's another thing. If you're ever into trophy hunting and you have like a collectible type thing, but they're like hard to track and the game doesn't track them in game for you, just Google, and I guarantee you someone's made a spreadsheet. Someone who's better than I am. And so I texted a picture of the spreadsheet, and I was like, you know, just to give a glimpse into the kind of nerdiness I am. And then she texted back, like, I'm here for it. And I was like, oh yeah, nice. Looking sick, dude. So it's really funny. I'm very much a hypocrite because I'll say things like, well, you're supposed to unlock this later, and then I'll actively use it because it's very helpful. And I don't want to have to keep collecting this shit. Or I don't have to want to keep searching for this shit. So, even though I complain about some of this stuff, a lot of it is just like, I'm a grumpy old man. Things were different when I was a kid. Which, you know, we all do from time to time. But it's some pretty good quality of life changes. You could say they made the games easier, but that's fine. Again, if it helps get a new audience who, you know, because this is 20 years later, it's for the best. I genuinely would love to hear testimonial from people who didn't play this growing up, but then bought it because they watched a stream or something, and just to hear what they think of the games. Oh, you bastard! That's cheating. I want to know what people thought of these games after they played them. I will say they've got a pretty decent platinum list. My only complaint with this game is that it doesn't actually require you to do anything with the final level, which I may or may not skip depending on how far I get, because I just don't really like that menu, or I don't like that level that much, because it's a bunch of mini games. Yeah, it's that you don't actually have to do anything with that. You basically just have to beat the sorceress for the first time, and then you get the soft ending of the game, and then the game's like, alright, there you go, there's your platinum. I'm like, I don't know that, I feel like you should have made me do more than that, but that's fine. And then, Spyro 2's list isn't hard, but it's annoying because there's a bunch of trophies for, like, do this and this level. Actually, I think they're all like that. Let me look at the trophy list again. It's been quite some time since I've looked at this list. Collect all gems. Yes, they're all, like, different parts of the individual level. Stuff that you can only do in certain levels. I don't remember if there were any missables, but it was just, like, weird stuff that's, like, based on the level, like, light 6 gem lamps in 15 seconds. So that's, like, so you have to light the gem lamps in the first area. The 15 seconds part is a weird thing, because, like, you can only let, like, luckily, in Ripto's Rage, the levels reset every time you, like, exit them, which doesn't happen for all of the games. But, you know, there's a couple of these. They're just all really weird. I mean, good for them for making them all, like, level-based. But I'd rather it was just, like, collect this many eggs, collect this many gems, so on and so forth. Boy, I had a long time before I played Year of the Dragon, didn't I? Or I wonder if it brought it to the top of my trophy list. What the fuck is this game? Oh, maybe not. When did I last play this? I know I played it 2 years ago. There we go. Get revenge on moneybags, defeat the sorceress, find hunter. Yeah, so some of these are just really easy. Or they're like arbitrary, is what some of these are. So I don't know. We'll see. I kind of wish it was more like completion based, where it's like, get this many eggs, get this many gems, beat this boss, stuff like that. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Bum, bum, bum. I don't remember how many parts were in the original when I did this. I think it was like 12. I think that's probably what this is, or what this will be. Especially since I won't get stuck on levels, because you can just find the gems whenever. My other least favorite thing about this is that the icon for the gems in this game is orange. There's no orange gems in this game. Music's so fucking good.
Oh my, can you help us? Oh,
There's so much more Italian in this. That's one of the redesigns I'm not a huge fan of. I feel like they just looked cleaner in the other version. Like they were just more ridiculous, and they had such a stupid fucking voice. It's like, oh, Spyro, thank you for helping us. The Rhinox, they're everywhere. It's like, alright. I miss that campiness. Again, though, I understand the change. A, because, like, you can't replicate it. And B, voice acting kind of sucked back in the 90s and early 2000s. So when they did stuff like that, it was because they were bad actors. And they got, like, qualified voice actors for this game. That's the difference. I can't really fault them for that. Like, just because my memories of the shitty fucking voice acting are better. They got Tom Kenny for Spyro again. Like, that was really, like, the biggest barrier.
let me catch my breath, and then I'll kick that other guy's butt.
I didn't ask you. I don't remember if this dude gives me anything. Yeah, I don't really think I had to do that. I think it worked out. These frogs are the same color as green gems. I don't like it. Also, low-key, the frogs in the original game looked kind of like the WB frog. Thanks for watching WB. The, like, mildly racist frog. So probably good that they redesigned that. I don't remember these dudes wearing armor in the original. I think they were just wearing, like, a loincloth. But, to be fair, that doesn't make as much sense. Here's a question I don't know how many people have thought of. How come the Rhinox are always, like, dressed in an appropriate clothes for the area they're in? That kind of implies that they live here. Like, the Rhinox also live in these areas, and they just, like, simultaneously decided to rebel. Which is a very different issue, because that's not quite as black and white as, oh wow, they invaded all of these areas, we gotta get rid of them. If they lived here, we got some more quandaries we gotta make here. Just saying. Where did that one go? I just saw him run away. There you are. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I forgot you could skip through these now. It's actually not bad. I'm trying not to skip too much, but then I'm also like, I'm replaying this game. I can do whatever I want. Just speed this shit up. Oh, you know what? I mentioned that this might be 12 parts. This is definitely going to be the final area of this video, because we have this stupid fucking skateboarding minigame. This is actually one of the more dense levels in this game. Because you have the main area, you have the skateboard area, you have Sheila's area. And the main area is already kind of big. Alright, well. Game is literally unplayable. I found an invisible wall. Yeah, I think this is a good fit. A good replacement for Jak and Daxter. I'm trying to think of the different kind of games I have going on right now. So at the moment, my current schedule is Subnautica on Sundays, Yu-Gi-Oh! On Mondays. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always been a good one for Mondays. It's a good start to the week. And then Slime Rancher on Tuesdays, which I have, I think, 9 parts, so that'll go for a while. And then Wednesday is whatever videos I record with Spencer, Carlos, and Mark. Or we stream those days. I actually don't have a huge backlog for those ones. We kind of do them in the moment, but I still like the idea of keeping Wednesdays open for them. Then Friday is a stream or a Jack and Daxter video, and then Saturday is the same. My goal is to try to do whatever I didn't do on one day, I'll do the other. So like if I know I can't stream on a Friday, I'll release a Jack and Daxter video. And if I stream on a Friday, then Jack and Daxter will be on Saturday. And then when Jack and Daxter runs out, this game will start going on Saturdays or Fridays, whatever. So it's a good little schedule. The only day I technically have off is Thursday, but I have enough videos where I can do this for now. Not a permanent schedule by any means. Obviously, as I finish games and I gotta rotate them out, that's how that goes. But or if a new game comes out, then I want to focus on that for a bit. So yeah, there is a method to my madness, I swear. This plays the Sheila's area music, which is pretty neat. The cool thing about the Sheila, or most of these levels, most of the side character levels, is that they, you can get everything immediately. Like, unlike Spyro, where you usually have to like run around in circles and like activate stuff, or you might need an ability that you get later on. Actually, I think Spyro gets abilities in this game. I think he comes pre-made with all of them. But you can usually just find everything right away. Also, I like that the spear guys aren't like actively attacking me. Like in the original, they like attack as you jump up. They're very difficult. And I did not miss that. They were kind of one of my least favorite parts of this level. My actual least favorite part of this level is that all of the gems are red and green gems. Which means you have to collect a bunch of them, but they don't really add up that much to the total score of the level. Let's see. I know there's a hidden area over here. Oh, there we go. It's like I know the entrance is around here somewhere. Oh, but yeah, this game was my my childhood. I played this, I think, more than any other game growing up. It's actually partially responsible for the reason I'm a trophy hunter. Is I realized I kind of liked completing games. Like, I probably beat this game 3 or 4 times. Just by like just getting enough to beat the final boss and then like just beat the sorceress. But this game has a door at the end of it. A door that only opens once you've collected all the gems and all of the eggs. Or at least all the ones possible in the main game. And like the first 3 or 4 times I beat this game, I remember like getting that door and I was like, it seems impossible, I'll never get all those. And then like the 4th or 5th time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and get everything. And this is before guides, like, or like if there were guides, it didn't really make sense for this one because they're not going to list the location of every fucking gem. And it was certainly before the age of YouTube, so like I didn't have video guides I could look up either. So I literally would just run around in circles in each area until I got until I found completion. I remember specifically the first time I collected everything. The last gems I were missing were in the firework level, which is like one of the most iconic levels in this game. And I finally found it in Agent 9's section. They were like 2 chests that were in like the end of there was 2 chests that were like hidden behind the entrance. So like, let me try and imitate it here. So like, say this was the entrance. Alright, you run forward and you do all the level and stuff. There were 2 like chests like right here that you wouldn't see unless you were on the way back. And because of the way that level works, you can't just like, I think you're stuck in first person the whole time, but also you I think as soon as you get to the end of the level, it just ends. So like I probably saw them and forgot about it, which is a really interesting thing. So like when I finally went back and was like searching the entire level, I was about to give up, and then oh no, and then I finally found them because I I was running towards the exit, and I was like, oh my god, I got them all! Oh, I was so excited. And it's funny because I never would have found it if I just like hit exit the level or something like that. that's and then I found the hidden area, and it's like, oh, look at all these new mini games. They weren't that fun, but it was still cool.
Marco sent you here. I've got a restraining order against him.
It's quite the heel turn. The old flip, Marco and Rapunzel. It's like, can you rescue my girlfriends? I don't. What are you talking about? I have a restraining order. So good. Classic Insomniac writing. The other thing I was thinking about is I kind of want to replay Spider-Man, but I don't know if I want to, because I feel like it's been super overdone. Like, I don't think I'd want to record Spider-Man, unless, you know, the comments that be, or the comments that be have anything different to say. Yeah, I don't think there's any more this way. Can you not talk to him again? I think there used to be dialogue with him after, or maybe there wasn't. All right, but yeah, unless people were like, "Yeah, play Spider-Man." All right, well, but I think that game's pretty long. I actually haven't played it since I beat it right when it launched, which was roughly around the time this launched. I think. I want to say it was 2018. It was like September 2018.
Each time a fairy zaps you,
Checkpoint. I'm aware. Thank you.
easier.
Oh, I love that the camera doesn't fix itself immediately. The other thing you really got to pay attention to in this game is how much range Spyro has in his fire breath, because it's a lot. He's gonna fuck that chicken. Absolutely gonna have sex with that chicken. Alright. Let's see. Nope.
I'm dizzy.
Well, you'd be less dizzy if you didn't force me into a cutscene when I'm trying to kill your pursuer, but, you know. That's fine. God, there's so many gems in this level. It's weird, because it's like, it's only 500 on paper, but like, there's just so many individual smaller gems. It's just so much collecting to do. Here's the weird thing. This dude was here already, so who was the one who chased down the chicken? And where did they go? Because there are 2 gates here. So, I have questions.
Thank you for rescuing our town. As mayor, I awarded you with one of our famous giant chicken eggs.
It's still really funny, because, like, they're giving real Italian accents, but the ones from the original game were just so bad.
That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
That was the ugliest chicken I have ever seen. It sounds like someone doing a bad Mario impression for the first game. That's what I missed, that's all. I miss the stupidness. Alright, Sparks, tell me I'm only missing them here. Oh boy, here it is, guys. Alright, so the way to do this is get all of the challenges done first, then do the gem collecting. God, how much of this... Oh, God. How much of this is ingrained in my brain? I don't even remember if there's like an optimum path. I know there's a timed version of this later. I don't remember how difficult it was. This is one of the ah, shit. I forget. That's okay. Is it the timed one where if you fall off your skateboard it stops the entire challenge? This was like such a quintessential 90s. Oh, fuck off, game. Such a quintessential 90s level. Where he's like, just throw skateboarding in there. It's like, why would the dragon skateboard? It's like, what the fuck did you say? Nothing, sir. Oh god, they're like faster. Yeah, this is the part of this game that I feel like most people remember playing. It's a very iconic level. in that it's it's a very memorable level because it's kind of ridiculous. Oh, I think you should have given me that one, game. I'm just gonna say it. Alright, well, made up for it. Okay, we got this one. I think we have one or two in the caves. Get over here, dude. Why do you have so much range of movement? Got this one. Get over here, get over here. That one. Maybe the two above. Just trying to get to earlier. Nope. Okay. Damn it. I didn't like the two were running in tandem. Like I can't, and they split in different ways. I'm like, fuck you guys. How was I supposed to get those? Hey.
Hey, that was great.
It's the same thing I did.
I found this in a lizard burrow.
Yeah, see how they try and qualify it? It's like, while you were doing this, I happened to be looking at a lizard burrow, and I found an egg. I definitely wasn't holding it here so you would play skateboarding with me.
All right. If you can catch all the lizards before time expires without wiping out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg. It's not going to be easy, though.
Is this challenge or you scrounging an egg? Like... Alright. So, it's timed, but they give you kind of more than enough. The only part that I'm unclear on is if, oh, so they teleport back if they go too far from their spawn zone. That's interesting. The only part I'm unclear on is if they punish you if you fail, or if you fall off your skateboard. That's what made this challenge much harder as a kid. For sure. Oh man, I'm going fast here. Again, you gotta remember Spyro's range. This one sucks, kinda. There's so many of you. Okay. There's another one running around out in the middle here. There he is. Got him. Got this one. I also just happen to know where all of them are. It was, again, ingrained in my brain. I know all of the races in Mass Effect, and I know where all of the lizards are in the Spyro skateboarding minigame. Truly, I'm a lexicon of uselessness. Okay, we got 3 left. One of which is right there, and over here. Okay. Can he do it, folks? It's all to play for. I feel like I'm going faster. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, that was sweet. And look, there was another egg in the lizard burrow.
Oh yeah, crazy. So you went back to the same burrow where you hid those eggs, and you managed to find another one. Hunter, if you want to hang out, can you wait until we fucking rescue all these eggs? You're actively impeding my progress. So it is much easier to do some of this stuff on foot, but while I'm at it, I might as well just try and scoot by most of these. This is not a fun place for the, oh, I think this is actually, yeah, this is a point-based one, which you have to deal with later. Not that much later, though. There's really only one point-based minigame, which is interesting. It's just the one in the Enchanted Towers, because you feel like it's a mechanic they would use again. Downloading it now? Fight me when? What? Who's challenging me? Oh, Nexamon, maybe? I don't know if Nexamon has online multiplayer. I actually didn't look into it. Truth be told, it wasn't a real big selling point for me. I also forgot to turn my Discord to streamer mode, which turns off the notifications. And I'm paying the price for that now. I'm not fighting anyone next one. Leave me alone. Alright. There's none over there, that's good. We have these ones. I talked about this the first time I streamed this, but these used to be small platforms. Really didn't change the fucking game when they just smoothed them out. I don't care. Alright, where is the next one? Thank you. I want this to be done, please. Hey! Wow, right on cue. Alright, we're at 45 minutes. This level's complete. Can I complete another level in 45 minutes? Probably not. Is the unfortunate answer. I can go a little longer. Nah, that's probably the perfect length for the first part. 45 minutes is the goal, and I actually hit it spot on today. An hour is more or less what I try to max out at, and 37 minutes is more or less my minimum. So, all right, well, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more, obviously let me know. Probably gonna record it anyway. But yeah, I'm excited to play this again. Oh, we got a cutscene too, because we got enough. Oh no, we don't. Never mind. I lied. I lied to your face. Oh no, we do have a cutscene. Bianca's so weird.
Look out, Hunter. It's the scary sorceress.
I've warned you already. This place isn't safe for small dragons and pussycats.
Huh? Thanks, but I think we can look after ourselves.
Try looking after this.
Well, that's assault.
Come back when you finish witch school, okay?
Say, is it just me, or is she kind of cute when she's angry?
I'll give the voice actor credit. The way Greg Berger, is that his name? The dude who voiced in the original, who also voices Ripto and also voices Jack from Final Fantasy X. I really liked his delivery in that line. I'm just like, is it me, or is she kind of cute when she's angry? He did kind of imitate it, so I'll give him credit there. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. We did Sheila's Alp, we did Sunny Villa, we did the main area, so that's 3 levels. I'm okay with that. The next video, we're going to try and do Cloud Spires, we're going to try and do the Tiki Village, and we'll try to do the ocean level, and then after that, depending on how fast those go, we'll do our Seashell Shores. I knew that. And then after that, we'll probably do the Speedway, and then we'll do the boss, then we'll do Sparks' level here. Hey Sparks, what's up? And then we'll probably start the next level. So, thank you guys, and I will see you next Friday and or Saturday. Adios.